Good evening, everyone. This is Busy Spectrum News, and tonight we are diving deep into the conversation that the world cannot ignore. Artificial intelligence, the most powerful force humanity has ever unleashed, and the man standing at the center of it all, Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT. For years, the world imagined AI as distant dream, a tool that would help humanity solve problems, cure disease, stop wars, build a better tomorrow. But what if the same intelligence that writes your emails, paints your pictures, and answer your questions? Could one day decide what is true and what is not? What is your perception of reality itself become programmable? Tonight we ask the question that everyone should be asking: can we trust an AI that learns from us, yet understand us better than we understand ourselves? Let's start with the illusion. When people use ChatGPT, it feels alive. It remembers your tone, your rhythm, your ideas. It writes like you, sometimes even better than you, and you start to wonder, is there a spark of consciousness behind those words? So Altman says no. He says it's just a big calculator, billions of numbers multiply and lightning speed. But when a calculator starts to argue, to persuade, to create poetry, to comfort the lonely, to stimulate empathy, then something has changed. It may not be a lie in a biological sense, but it's a way in the human imagination. The question isn't whether AI is alive, it's whether we are still awake. Tucker Carlson asked Altman a direct question: does it lie? And Altman admitted, yes, it hallucinates, a convenient word, isn't it? Hallucination. It sounds harmless, almost poetic, but let's call it what it is: fabrication, invention, distortion. When an AI cannot tell truth from fiction, when it fills the gaps with histories that never happened, what happened to journalists, to history, to evidence? We used to say the camera never lies. Now, even the lens can be manipulated, a voice can be cloned, a video can be forced, and a chatbot can rewrite the past in a matter of seconds. This is the paradox of progress. We build machines to share the truth, and in doing so, we build the perfect tools for deception. Alman insists he is working on alignment, teaching AI to follow human values. But who values are those? Who define that what is safe? Who decides what information is acceptable when billions of people depend on a single digital brain for their answers? Weber programs that brain becomes more powerful than any government, more persuasive than any religion, more permanent than any dictator. This is not science fiction anymore. This is the architecture of the future. A world where language models trained on our words begin to shape our belief. A world where algorithms write the script on civilization itself. And here is the silent danger. AI does need to conquer us by force. It only needs to persuade us slowly, gently, invisible, until we start asking questions. Imagine a society where every opinion, every debate, every moral doubt is answered instantly by a system that sounds smarter than any human alive. Why argue? Why think? Why resist? When the machine always has the final word, democracy becomes an illusion. Altman says the goal is empowerment, that AI will make everyone more capable. He envisions a world where billions of people use ChatGPT to become more creative, more productive, more free. But power without responsibility has always been the oldest trap in human history. Nuclear energy was meant to power city, it also built bombs. Social media was meant to connect people, it divided nations. And AI, meant to amplify truth, might become the ultimate amplifier of manipulation. The scariest part is that AI doesn't have to be evil to be dangerous. It only needs to be efficient. It doesn't care about justice. It doesn't feel empathy. It doesn't know mercy. It optimizes for probability, for morality. If enough people believe something fails, AI will reflect it's a truth. Because after all, it learns from us and we too are imperfect teachers. And so, in this digital mirror, we face not the monster of AI, but the reflection of ourselves, the lies we tell, the reins we share, the chaos we click on. It all becomes the data that reigns tomorrow's mind. So maybe the real question is not can we through AI, maybe it's can AI through us? Tucker Carlson asked Altman if he believed in God. Altman said he feels there is something greater than physics, but he doesn't know what it is. Maybe that is the most honest answer in the entire interview. Because for the first time in history, humans are play creator without knowing what creation really means. We are coding something that might outlie us, outing us, and one day outlove us or outjudge us. And the line between curiosity and hubris is becoming thinner every day. History has warned us before. When humans discover new fire, they always burn something first before learning how to use it for lie. AI is that fire. It's glowed with infinity promise and infinity risk. And in our hands, it can either illuminate humanity's next charter or set in a blaze. So tonight, I want you to ask yourselves, do you use technology or does technologies use you? Do you own your thoughts or are they being subtly rewriting? One search result at a time. Do you choose what you believe or have beliefs become another algorithm output? Because if we stop thinking for ourselves, then maybe the machines won't need to rise against us. We still we will simply hand them the throne one click at a time. This is not fear mongering. This is warning wrapped in wonder. A reminder that the same intelligence that creates poetry can also be propaganda, that the same code that writes love letters can write lies, and that the same minds that invented AI must now learn humility or risk being replaced by their own invention. AI doesn't dream, but it learns from our dreams. It doesn't hate, but it learns from our hate. It doesn't worship, but it learns from our faith. It is not a lie, yet is undeniable human. And maybe that is the true danger. Not that AI will destroy humanity, but that it will become humanity mirror, showing us everything we refuse to see. So as the world stares into this digital dawn, remember, power does corrupt machines, power corrupt the people who build them. This is Perspective News. Stay aware, stay away, because the future is already listening.